now next mail. I start the
Okay.
recording here. So the issue is which we are facing is we are unable to install the new additional application server. So due to we are unable to install the new additional application server here. So the what are the observation is as per the log. So as per the log, the registry system unable to, so the new user unable to, maybe some registry got corrupted. I can say simply the registry, the Windows level, there is a registry got corrupted, registry got corrupted. So what I did is I manually went to the resedit command, resedit. Resedit. So there is a OS level command. So we can, I went to the resedit command. So here, so then I open the registry editor here. Here I went to the, so if you go to the here, the software, the local machine software, Microsoft. So here, so we have the, current version. In the current version, you can see, so there you can, in the current version, you can see the registries here, right? You can see the registries. So there is a note specific to the SAP. So we have the similar note is SAP written for this type of issues here. So as for this note 2534822, this is a knowledge base article here, which SAP provided to us. So in case of if you are facing this type of issues, yes, we are facing this type of issue. In that case, the SAP is mentioned, go to go to this path, go to this path, identify the registry. Maybe registry is corrupted, then delete it, then stop the SWPM, remove the user or affected registry, then restart the SWPM from start. So this is the note, this is the resolution SAP given to us. So based upon this note, so I went to the this command, then same navigation path. Here I went to the profiles list. Here you can, I can see the 1009. There is a registry 1009. So what I did is I right click on that one. I deleted that registry. So then after that I'm going to the, so I'm able to proceed with the next step here, right? So here, so these steps we have entered previously, right? So let me go to the step. So password for all users up to here, the starting the sum tool, SWPM tool, then selecting the additional application server instance. So this and all we are good, right? This one and all we are good. So we know how to give it up to here. We are good, no issues here. Then when we click the next button, so that time we are getting the error like the registry got corrupted, something like that. So now you won't face anything here. You won't face anything here. So let's see. So what will happen now? So this is for the installation of the new additional application server for the load balancing activities, installation of the additional application server here. So checking the properties of the NWD on the Windows 2 system. Okay, so update the host agent on the same server. We have the host agent is exist, so we no need to update the host agent. It's already in the higher version. So that's why I am not ticking that box. Just I'm going to the next step here. So here up to here we are good. So now it is asking the additional application server instance number, right? So whenever you install the SAP here, the new application server, new additional application server. So either SAP any instance it will create. For that one, we have to give the dedicated instance number. We have to provide it. The dedicated instance number we have to provide to the SAP here, right? The dedicated instance number. Suppose if you take the example here, here it NWD created the one is the ASCS instance, right? Message server and queue server. The second one is the application server instance. It is the 20, this is the 21 here, right? So you are installing the one more application server means that is coming to the here in this list. That should also have the different number here. Here 20, 21, better to give the 22. Why? Because this all are in the same series. All are in the same series here. Instance number is our wish. So how you want to give it? You can give the same series here, right? So near to nearest numbers. So I'm giving here. So that tomorrow when I'm explaining to some other persons or when you are informing to their client what are the instance numbers for the NWD system means, you can say one application server instance number is the 20, second one is the 21. So like that we can explain it here. The nearest numbers we can explain it here. So instance number means identification purpose. How we have given the same instance number we have given here. So now I'm proceeding with the SWPM tool. Instance number 22 for the NWD. The profile I got selected. So it is going to install the new additional application server. New additional application server is going to install it here. It won't ask anything. Only profiles, and the profiles it will ask it. So then SWPM profiles. So those that instance number we have given. When you click on the next button here, so see here the additional application server will get installed here now. Now it is in the execute service. It will be very quick actually. You can see it here. It will install the new app server here. It will be very quick here. So maybe what I can do, I can stop the current system so that I will get the some space. So here SAP INST, the installation log file means SAP INST underscore dev.log file. Here it will give the information, successful information. It will give the information here. So that is the very important here. So it will give the information. So here, so here 30% it is checking the accounts for these systems. So then it will go to the next steps. It will go to the next steps here. So it will be very quick actually. It won't take much time. It will be, but very quick here. The only thing is what to fix that error, the registry, the corrupted registry we got deleted from the here. So that one. If tomorrow someone asks you, so during the installation, did you face any issues or not? Right? They will expect the installation. You can say like, yeah, while installing, so the related user registry got corrupted. We deleted the registry key from operating system level. So then we resumed the SWPM installation. It got installation successfully. It got installed successfully. Like that we can. So we can say that one.
So, sir, we are only taking only SWPM and profiles, right, sir?
Yeah, SWPM and profiles. So if you are installing on the additional new host, new box, that time kernels are required. Kernel is required. If you are not installing on the additional host, only in the same host in the 3392 we have that is right. SAP Windows 2. You are doing on the same host, you don't require anything. Just kernels required. Just kernels. So just profiles and SWPM is required. For the new server, separate OS, and on that one you are going to install the new SAP means additional application server. That time you require the kernel as well. Kernel also you require that one. So what it will do here, it will create the one more profile, one more instance. So that will create here. So this is the existing one, right? So like this, you will get the one more instance like SAP Windows 2022. You will get into in this list here. You will get it into the in this list here.
Sir, for this we download the new software, sir. Means actually, previously we download SWPM, exports, kernels, all those things, sir. For the new application server. For this, all the same
We
host we are
can
adding a.
Yeah, no need. Same SWPM, you can use it. No need to download the again SWPM. In case if you don't have the existing SWPM, so then you have to download the latest one. You have to download it. If you have already one, then it's not required to download new one.
Kernel also, right, sir?
Kernel also, yeah, we can use it. If you already there, then why we have to download it again? It's not required. If it is the so if not there, that time we have to download it. Sometimes so we may delete it. So due to space issue, sometimes the it may be corrupted it. So that time, so we have to download it.
Oops.
We can see it. So what's happening here? So if you go to the SAP SWPM INST, you can get the so information here. So this started. So this is okay. But so when I will log into the NWD system. So here, this is only one, right? This is only one here in the SMLG. So not the SMLG, this is only one instance here currently. If we go to the SM51 is the transaction code to check the active application servers. SM51 transaction code is useful for checking the active app servers, active application servers here. SM51 transaction code to checking the active application servers, right? SM50 is for local work process overview. SM66 global work process overview. This is what we discussed, right? SM51. So active application servers, the new transaction codes which we are discussing for the SM51 active application server. So one particular SID, how many application servers are there, one particular SID. So then how many application servers are there? So those things we can check here in the SM51. In SM51, you will come to know how many application servers are active currently. That information you will get from here, right? That information you will come to know here. So here it got stuck in this phase itself only, okay? File system mode already existing, nothing to here. File system already exist, creating the file systems already. So then it's already exist. So nothing is doing here. Nothing is doing here. So it is setting the ACL. ACL means access control list. So it is doing the file system things and everything it is doing.
How many application servers we can have in for SAP
SID. For
system?
SID, maybe we can create it. There is no limitations here based upon the requirement. So we can go with the so maximum like 50, 60 also we can create it. 50, 60 means it's a very big number. So very huge projects. They will go for the 50 and 60 application servers. So means 50, 60 servers hosts we have to we need it. We need it. In that case, they will build the One more system they will build it here in that case. One more region.
And for each application server, how many users concurrently it will support? Any
That is
limitation?
depends upon the limitations which we set it out. Suppose we have only 10 dialog work process are available, then so maximum 10 concurrent users at a time, 10 concurrent users can log in. If you set more than 15, then 50 users at a time can log in like this. So we can set it out like that. We can set it out here like this. We can set it out that one. So depends upon the configurations which we have to do it here. Depends upon the configurations. So after the installation, by default configuration we will get, right, 10 dialogues, 5 or 6 BTC. So are there here. Oh my God, you can see 80 dialogues are given by our guys. 80 dialogue work process. Okay, what is this here? Someone changed the configuration. So that's the reason systems are not getting 80 dialogues. See here, 80 dialogues are given by one of our training person, I guess. 80 dialogue means, so at a time, 80 concurrent users can log in. 80 users at a time can log into the SAP system. It's a more, for training environment, this much of number is not required. Why? Because it will occupy the some amount of, it will take the much memory and everything. Why? Because each and every work process will eat the some amount of memory, so that does not require this much of things here, right? So it does not require. So someone changed this one. BTC, where is the dialogue work process? 80 they have given. This much of things is not required anymore. Why 80? We are only less members, right? 80 not required. So I can give the 4. These are the profiles. We have the next concept is the profiles concept here. So you see here how many they have given the 80. 80 means it's a very huge size things here. It's not required also here. So what
For this to take effect, we need to restart the server.
Yeah, definitely we need to restart the server. Yeah, restart is required. So that's why I'm restarting the only application server, not the, I'm not touching the ASCS instance here. If I touch the ASCS instance, what will happen? This will affect the, so this additional application server installation. Why? Because additional application server always look the your ASCS and message server. This always check the message server and everything. So that's why I'm just only so using application server, just application server, only additional application server. I am doing the installations here. Here immediately my session got terminated. Application server is shut down.
Sir, hi sir. Sai here.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
instead of the RJ 10, you changed the parameter size in the notepad, right? Can you please show me again?
This is the operating system level. So it will be part of our topics discussion list. So OS level profile parameter changes. Either SAP level we can change it, operating system also, USR, SAP, SID, sys profile. I will change it. We can change it from here as well here. So in the shortcut here also we can change it, and SAP level also we can change it.
And NWD means it's instance name only, right?
NWD is the
Yes,
SID,
sir. Thank
our
you.
SID. This is the SID, right, which we have installed. That is the SID.
SID means instance or different?
SID is the SID. Under the SID, we have the instances. Instances means the group of services will be in this specific instance. Suppose like message server and queue server in the ASCS instance, and the remaining are in the different application server. This is the application server where we have the dispatcher and the remaining work process are available, dialogues, update and backend. So these all are in the application server post. So now you can see I reduced the work process. So I have only 5 work process, 5 work process and 4 BTC. That's enough for our training purpose. It does not require. Why? Because we are not doing any business, right? It's only training. So that's fine. It will handle it. If we increase the more, system will resources. Each resources will eat the more memory. So each system means, suppose like example, each work process, if you say 600 MB is required, then 80 work process means 80 into 600 MB. So we require the more memory is required. So that's the reason So it's not required in the real cases, in the real production environments. So we may have to increase it sometimes. Otherwise, what they will, instead of increasing the work process in the one host, they will go for the additional application server installation. So in that case, what will happen? Both will distribute the load. Both will distribute the load and everything here. And it was very quick. So why it is taking so much time? Normally it should be finished. Maybe it's creating some file systems, but it's already existing. So it is checking, I guess. Yeah, I think now it's passed that step. You can see it passed the step. Creating the profile, so checking the profiles and everything here. So see here, creating the directory structures and everything here. So what will happen? It will create the one more profile, one more new profile. It will create for the each application server. One more profile, it will create it. One more profile, 2021, 22, like this. It will create the profile. See here, 22 profile got created just now. Just now it got created the profile. And a directory structure also it will create it, D22. D20 means OS level file system structure here. It will create the one more instance. It will create it here. So there is a one more instance will come into this list here. Now you can see, so starting the replication executable files, all those things are getting created here. So within the same system we are doing, kernels are not required. We are doing in the other host, so that time kernels are required here. Kernels are required here.
That means currently we are doing adding the application server in the same server.
Same server I am doing. I am installing.
Oh, okay, okay.
So if we are doing in the different host at the time, we need to upload the
Yeah,
kernel, right?
kernels are required. That time kernels are required. So
Now only SW2 is enough.
yeah. Within the same system, same host name, another application server means you don't require the kernel. So new application server means a new host, an additional host. That time we require the kernel, just a kernel and SWPM. That's it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So it's almost like you can see it's done. It's completed. So now you will see now if I log into the NWD, with the basis user or any user, you can log in any client. So if I go to SM51 active application servers list, you see there is a one more application server is getting starting here. Means it is adding new application server is coming into this place here. Means two application servers. So now we have the two app servers here. So two app servers here. So these two application servers are coming now into the list here. So two app servers. So if I close this MMC, if I open again, close and open, the new app servers will be reflected here. New app server will be so reflected here. So it's done, almost it's done, completed. See here, there is a one more additional application server which we have installed 22. So here also we have the dispatcher IGS gateway, and here also we have the work processor available in this application server also. Each application servers you will get the so dialog work. Each application server we have the dialogues, updates, so background spools. Only 5 we will get it out along with the dispatcher, IGS, and ICM. So these 3. So each application server you will get the all those things here. So here also our meeting is going to end. Oh, I think something is happened. Okay, I will take this. I think I need to renewal the meeting subscription. I will do it after this meeting. The renewal subscription is over, then it is only 45 minutes only, the meeting limits. So if the subscription is there, we will get the more hours. So for now, if meeting got disconnected, what you can do, you can reconnect it, rejoin it here. So I will share the new invite for tomorrow onwards. But for now, what you can do for today, you can rejoin it. So yeah, see here, we have the new app server got installed here. So that is completed successfully. It got completed here. It got completed. So we have new application server is in place. New application server is in place here. So it is in the starting. Both are active place here. In SM51, we can find out the so whether new app server is added or not. Here we can check it out. New app server details we can check it out from here. So in the SM51 here. Okay. So that is the thing we have adding the additional application server here. So here, so now our testing point is here, checking the load balancing here, right? Whether the load balancing is happening or not here. So now you have the two app servers. If you connect to the any one of the application server, suppose example, if you see, you have the two application server. If you directly connect to the individual application server 20, then what will happen if the 20 is down, you cannot log in, right? So now we can see this is the presentation layer, this is the SAP, this is the SAP, and this is the database layer. This is the one more application server you have installed it here, right? This is the ASCS, this is the application server instance here, right? So here you can see, so GUI from GUI. So then this is the message server, means ASCS here. This is the PaaS. So this is the additional application server. This is the DB here. So now the thing is here, you are directly we can connect to the individual application servers. So if you directly connecting, what will happen if this is down, then you cannot log in, even though the one more application server is up, you cannot log in. So but what will happen if you connect to the GUI, if you connect to the GUI to the ASCS instance message server selection, then the message server will always point to these two application servers. Message server will always point to these two application servers here. So message server, what will happen when we are connecting from the GUI, if any one of the application server is down, either this one or this one, so you can log into any one of the application server. But if you directly connect it, there will be a problem, right? So instead of that, so we have the SMLG message server. SMMS message server will work based upon the logon groups here. Based upon the logon groups, the message server will work. Based upon the SMLG logon groups, the message server will work here. Here you need to create the groups here. Based upon the groups, message server will route the request to the respective application servers. So now what I will do here, I will go to the here SMLG logon groups here. So here the new application server I have added here 22 here, right? Click on the create button, then public group. I will use the public group here. Then here you will get the two application servers. Then one application server is already added. Then I am adding the one more application server I have added here. In the public group, I have the two app servers, right? Public group is assigned to the 22 app servers here. So now what I will do in my logon pad, so if I go to my logon pad here, right? So then I'm going to create the new connection with the group server selection. With the group server, so not the custom application server. Group server means message server here. So SAP NWD, so via groups here, via groups I am connecting here. So it's a NWD. So then message server, this is the message server. Then so 3621 is the port number. Then if you choose it, public group, right? Public group here. So then you can connect it now via groups. We can connect it. Number of sessions we can initiate it via groups here. So let me log in. Let me log into the one more session I have opened. Then we can log in. Number of sessions we can log in. System can handle the load. One more is the DDIC. So I can log in. Then one more is the one more number of users. Multiple sessions I am opening. One is the 000 client. So I have opened here. Here you can see. So multiple
So
sessions.
one question here, the client is right. Is it based on the application server, or it is
Client
based
is
on
based
the
upon the SID. Client is based upon the SID.
okay.
Okay. So client there is a problem. Only thing is getting the getting the SAP screen here. You can see 6 users are in the one application server. Then one more user in the one more application server instance here. Total 6 plus 1 7. So means load is distributing. Depends upon the response time. The load is getting distributed here. In these sessions, whichever I have opened, so it is the load is getting distributed here. So when you go to previously we checked, right? SM50 means it's only local. Local means the particular application server, related. Here you can only application server instance number 20 related details. If you go to the SM66 here, here you can see all the instances, right? Up to 20 you have, 22 also you have. If you have the hundreds of application server related details, you will get it out to the here. Hundreds of here. Here there is a one user, 100 client basis user is logged in. So here also I have opened one sessions, right? So sessions are opened here, right? So then if you also same way, if you go to the SM04, in SM04 here we have the 5 users are logged in here. 5 users are logged in here, right? If you go to the AL08, all users, all instance related users here, here you can see. So 20 in the 20 instance number few users, 22 we have the few users, means the load is getting distributed. Among the application servers here. Among the application server, the load is getting distributed here. Like this. So you can just open the multiple sessions. We can open it. Suppose like this is a new session opening. Multiple sessions. You can open it here. New sessions. It will open the new sessions. There is a threshold for the opening the sessions. Up to 10 or something is there. So it will be the maximum sessions. So you can see how many sessions I have opened in the one screen, one system, number of sessions here. If you keep on increasing here, it will get the increases. It will get the more things you will get come to know here. Like so 8 sessions, 13 The 8 users are logged in, but 13 backend sessions they have opened. So two users, they are using the same transaction code. Each application server they are using. Here we can see how in each application server how many users are logged in here. How many users are logged in each application server. Suppose there is some issue here. There is some issue here. So what is the issue means here? So here, so there is a application number 20 having the some issues here. Application number 20 having some issues here, right? Suppose like it is, I'm getting down here, application number 20, I'm downing here. So what happens with the existing users? The users who are connecting to the 20 application servers, those users will get disconnect. But who are connected to the 22, so they can stay on the same screen here. So if you want, you can see it here. Once it is done, see here, application server is down, application server is down, application server is down, application server is down. So but the users, suppose like now I can log in, still I can log into the SAP system, still I can log into the SAP system here. Why? Because one more application server is active here. So while connecting from the group, you are connecting from the group, you can see groups, this is the groups, right? You can log in, you can log into the application server, you can log in, new users can log into the only one application. Yeah, so I'm going to log, still I can log into the SAP system, even though one application server is down, another application server is up, right? So then you can do whatever you want, you can do whatever you want. But why?
One question here. So while you are adding multiple application server, we don't need to configure the application server in the database. It will automatically configure, is it?
It will take care of, it will be installed on top of the database only. You no need to do anything here. In the SMLZ screen, you need to configure the groups. In the group, you have to add that respective application server, you have to add it here. So
on the fly, let's suppose if I add another application server live from other node, so it will automatically accept the request from that particular node.
right, it will accept the request, but DB is only one. So ASS is only one. Only thing is application server will be installed. But you can see it here now, there is a 22. I dedicatedly connecting to the one of the application server here. So the particular 20 application server. This is the 20. If you connect it, you cannot log in now. Why? Because the 20 related application server is down. That is the disadvantage. If you connect directly to the application server, if that application server is down, you cannot connect it now. Why? Because that is down. So, but if you connect via groups, but you can log in, to the SAP systems. Why? Because so one is up, the message server will forward the message server will forward the request to the the additional application server which you installed here. If this is down, this will take care of the responsibility. If both are up, so equally it will share the load here. That's what it will happen here in the systems here. Now I can start it. Now I can start the new application server. I can start it here.
Hi, this is Ravi again. So I have some doubt about it. So now you bring down this 20 server, right? Which is having the primary application server and ASCS, correct?
I have stopped only one application server instance, not the entire SID. Only 20 application server I have stopped it. Okay. Now, okay, 20, not only entire down. If I down all, what will, if I down the message server, so the remaining application server also it won't work. So why? Because if you are stopping the ASCS also here, then what is the use of the application server? So now I am stopping the
so the ACS is going to be balancing the thing. So if the application server went down, okay, got it.
I stopped the only ACS. Now see, all application server is not attached to the message server, which means
so ACS servers we cannot have more than one.
No, only one. ACS for SID is only one. But we can install, now you will get the load balancing, cannot connect to the message server. Why? Because so the message server is down, it's not reachable. So something like that, you will get the error messages here. So ACS, we cannot have more but we can install in the high availability mode. That's why we have the concept is called the high availability. So in case here ASCS instance, we can install on the one more host also, we can install it here. So primary secondary concept here. Here in this host something is happens, automatically it will be fail over to the next host. Here in something is happens here, automatically it will come to the in this host here. The switch happens from here to here, here to here. That is called the high availability. 100% availability mode. During the installation, we have to do these configurations.
So we don't need to configure anything in load balancer to specify which application server need to have what traffic.
That we can do it in SMLG. In SMLG, we have the SMLG, right? SMLG side, we can put the restriction in the groups wise. We can put the restrictions. If you don't put the restriction, similarly both will handle the load. If you put the restriction, so that will take care of the request and everything here. Means SMLG we can put the restrictions. That's why we have the message server. Sorry, the message server will work. Message server, how it will distribute the load means based upon the groups creation. Based upon the groups creation, it will handle the load. Suppose the particular country users, they don't want to go for the particular application servers. If one country users, here the two application servers are there, they don't want to go for the primary application server, they want to go for the only 22, only a one dedicated instance, means only in the group, only the dedicated group you can create it. In that group, give only one application server, here. So that will help for them. We can put the restriction if we want, we can put the restriction. So otherwise, if you don't want to use these restrictions, we want to use the third party FI load balancer. There third party load balancers also there. So you can also use the third party load balancer, but not here in the browser purpose, web browsing purpose, not in the logon pad level. Logon pad level, definitely you need to use the SAP message server only. Definitely you have to use the message server.
In what conditions we need to use load balancer, FI load balancer like that?
That is that browser based request. Suppose if you are using the not the real server names, if you are using the generic names you are using. Suppose like if you are using the my shopping cart, if you are using, so what will happen under this my shopping cart, you have the multiple application servers are assigned the FI load balancing, so that will distribute the load to the among the application server. Real servers, your request will come to the in this request only. In the application servers only, your request will come to the application servers only here. But in between, some users, maybe our IT team, we will log into the through GA, but business users, they will log in through browsers, right? Some users, they will go for the browsers instead of using the critical host names in the network level. In the load balancer side, they will configure our fancy name, they will configure it here. Suppose like my company shopping cart, based upon the shopping cart, my shopping cart dot my something.com, something like that, they will configure it. So in this case, it is the network level, public level, it is accepted. It will take this request, HTTP or HTTPS request, then it will point to the again ASCS, then again ASCS will point to the message server and application servers only here. Means the requests which are coming in the browser level, we can put it out here. Otherwise, here in the some load balancing, third party load balancer I'm saying here. In the load balancer side, we can also put the restriction, right? I don't want to make the connections to this application server, means there is a activation, deactivation tabs are there. You can deactivate the tab, we can get it. Otherwise, we can put the web dispatchers. There is a SAP related web dispatchers concept. So multiple things are there. We can use it here. So, but basically your request will comes to the real application server. Finally, the request come to your SAP application servers only. The front end, you can use whatever you want, you can use it, the GA level. But basically, your request will come from ASCS to message server, external application server, and external application server, it will come to the here.
Those things who will be configuring?
Network team.
Okay. So that the host and the HTTP protocol who are going to provide.
We have to provide to the servers details to them. They will configure it here. In case of they
Oh.
don't have anything, then we have to configure it from our side. Maybe if you know, or if you don't know, maybe we need to check, or we need to work with the network team. We have to configure that one. Other web dispatchers concept within the SAP product, SAP also they have introduced the web dispatchers concept. So then web dispatchers also we can configure it here. In the web dispatcher concepts also we can create it here. That is the one more SAP small service. Same kind of load balancing web dispatcher also we can use it here, web dispatcher. So which means all the web-based request, it will forward to the your SAP application servers. So that type of configuration also we can configure it. So instead of using the third party, you can also use the SAP load balancers like web dispatchers. Also, you can use it.
One more question here, Ravi. So when you are installing multiple application servers, right? So the port number will be the same. If it is within the server or different servers, the port number will be the same.
Which port number you are talking?
Application server services where it is starting, right?
That message server will communicate that one. Message server internally will communicate, will handle, it will hand over the load, your request to the respective application server. So dispatcher. The port number will come, the port number allocation will happen based upon the instance number. Suppose you have given the 22, then all the internal port number 32, 22, 33, 23, 3623, like that the port number allocation will happen. If you give the instance number 20, then here you can see 3220, 3320, 3620, like that the port allocations will come into the picture here. So yeah.
No. My question is, so I understand from different application server when you are trying to install, right? So while installing, can you define different port numbers rather than the standard port number for the application server installation?
No. SAP will take SAP, even it will not ask the please change the port numbers also. SAP will internally will create the port numbers.
So
we cannot.
So we don't have any control.
We don't have any control here changing the port numbers.
Okay.
But after the installation, so HTTP, HTTPS ports we can change it, but internal ports are there. Internal ports we cannot change. HTTP, HTTP ports are there. That is manually we have to configure it. After the configurations, after the system is up, after the system installation done, HTTP, HTTPS ports we have to configure it. Why? Because the users will log into the systems through HTTP, HTTPS only, through https://irctc.com. Normally we won't use it, but automatically the browser will take care of that request. Normally, if you are using IRCTC, that is the HTTP, HTTPS ports only. Here you can see, we double click it, you will see. So this ports allocation, we have to activate in the SIP. So there is a concept, ICM concept. ICM will take care of that one.
Okay. Generally, we don't have any control. We don't need to do these things by right. So SAP internally will
internal ports SAP will take care of that one, which are not in internal ports. So those ports we have to manually we have to give it.
Means so when we are accessing through web, right? So that port we can reconfigure.
That port we can configure. You can see it here. Here HTTP, HTTPS ports are 0, which means these ports we have to manually give it here. Our fancy port numbers we have to give it here. But internal port numbers, internal, which is system internal, SAP internal. So those port numbers we cannot control it here. It will be internal only.
Okay.
Now we can log in multiple application servers. Why? Because two are up, any one of the request, your request will go to the any one of the application server here. So here we can, while creating, I don't want to move, I don't want to, so public group. If you see, if you remove the public group here, if you remove the public group, so one public group is assigned to the 2 application server. I don't want to public user should not log into the 20 application server. Then in this case, so remove the instance, remove the group, delete the assignment, whatever you want, you can do it here. So that, so if it is inactive status, then based upon the group, okay, this group is pointing to the two application servers. So your request will be forwarded to the two application servers here. That will happen here based upon the group. That allocations will happen here based upon the groups here. So here, so controlling area, this is the controlling area here. We can keep it here. This is controlling area here. So here we can put the more control values. We can change it here. But this is the high level. It's not required. So this is not required anymore. Why? Because system will take care of, message server will take care of the controlling and everything here. So this much of SAP will take care of the assigning the load balancer. That's why we have the message server concept. Message server will take care of the assigning the user's request to the respective application server. In case this is not available, your request will go to the only one application server. So like this, the request will be forwarded here. Okay, so try to do some tests. You can also verify it. So you can also do the practice. So configure one application server and groups also you can configure it. So try to log in and check the load balancing, whether how it is distributing the load. So suddenly down the one application server. So what will happen with the other application server sessions? So like this, you can just check it out. Tomorrow, if anyone asks the question, you are connected to the one application server. So 20 application server, but 22 is down, then will you be able to disconnect? So like that, they may ask the questions. Then while doing the practice, this type of test cases, then you will come to know, okay, I am not going to log out from the system. So I will be in the stay in the system. So then you can answer it simply, right? So like this, we can do some test cases, you can perform it. Okay.